Hello, and welcome to Michigan for the Great Lakes 350 Race 3 of 20 in the Verizon NASCAR Cup Series Season number 8. Today for what will hopefully be another exciting one. One of these big, wide tracks. Command to start the engines there. Let's have a look at your starting lineup. Starting on pole for today's race will be Joey Logano in the number 22 car. Starting second will be Kevin Harvick. In third will be Jimmy Johnson. And fourth, Bubba Wallace. Fifth, Ryan Blaney. Sixth will be Tift. Seventh will be Jones. Eighth, Elliott. Ninth, Kyle Busch. 10th will be Hamlin. 11th will be Berryhill. 12th, DiBenedetto. 13th, Bowman. 14th will be Jeffrey Earnhardt. 15th, Truex. 16th will be Ty Dillon. 17th will be Klingerman. 18th will be Larson. 19th will be Priest. 20th will be Keselowski. 21st, Kurt Busch. 22nd, Suarez. 23rd, Byron. 24th will be Buescher. 25th will be Boyer, and rounding out the field in 26 will be Eric Almirola. 26 car field. One will go home the third winner this season, or maybe will stay the second winner with a second win on today's season. Or on this season. Getting ready to go green here. Hold on a moment. I'm going to fix some options. Turn that up. Into the restart zone. Green flag. We are racing at Michigan for race 3 of 20. Oh, contact off turn number 4. 3 and 4 wide through the pack. And a bit of a surprise, somebody else other than the pole sitter will take the lead and lead lap number 1. That doesn't normally happen at this track. Ryan Blaney the lead lap 1 as they head off into turn 1. A lot of 3 and 4 wide action and a lot of contact. DiBenedetto was getting bounced around back there. It looked like he saved it. Joey Logano to try to fight back on Blaney on the inside going into turn 3. Like I've mentioned multiple times before at Michigan, the low line doesn't have that much grip, so they just have to lift a little. And here comes Bubba Wallace to try to fight for the lead. Blaney will still continue to lead. Wallace is there, but he doesn't have any help. And there's contact in the back. Kyle Busch is in the wall, and what in the world? Multiple cars on their lid. Kyle Busch stuck in the wall. Caution is out. First caution of the day. Off into turn number 3. Contact between Harvick and Tift. Looks like Blaney will be able to hold the lead. And he will. The battle for second will go to Denny Hamlin on the high side. What in the world just happened? Let's have a look. Well, what in the world? That's a bit of a glitchy crash. Bowman way up in the catch fence. Truex goes over as well. I want to see what happened here on board with the 88. This might be an ellipse warning here, so just watch out for that. Looks like he just drove into Kyle Busch, who slowed down, not really anywhere to go. And what in the world? What a strange crash. That'll bring out the first caution. No pit stops, so everyone stayed out. Ryan Blaney will be your leader. Getting ready to go green here. Pace car's lights are off. All three cars that were involved in that accident, Truex, Bowman, and Kyle Busch, are all out of it. And it will be Ryan Blaney that will lead us to the green flag. Nobody had to pit after the intended pit cycle. Pace car takes a hard left into the restart zone. Green flag. Back underway. Here at Michigan, Blaney leads over Hamlin, then Harvick and Tift, and then Ty Dillon. All still seems mostly single file coming off turn number 2. Will people try to make moves? They're all in a freight train right now, except for a few select drivers towards the back. No, it looks like everyone's going to stay in this freight train coming off turn 2, or turn 4 now. Hamlin looks low on Blaney, doesn't quite make the move. Side by side for 4th, I believe that is. Yes, that is 4th. Here comes Hamlin to the inside of Blaney entering turn number 1. Where will Harvick go? Harvick looks like he's going to stay on the high side. Or will he try to split it 3? No, he's going to go with Hamlin now. Switch lanes mid-corner, 3 wide for 3rd behind. Denny Hamlin to take the lead of the race. Kevin Harvick looks low, can't quite get there, has to lift mid-corner. Blaney losing spots back there. Down the front stretch. Denny Hamlin will lead that lap, but here comes Kevin Harvick with help from Keselowski, and now it looks like he's going to go with Matt Tifft. Keselowski to try and split it 3 wide himself. He will. Kevin Harvick hung out with no help on the inside. Matt Tifft moves up behind Ty Dillon. Keselowski trying to fight on the inside versus Hamlin. Not enough grip to hang on the inside. Denny Hamlin to retake the lead. Keselowski is clear up to the high side, but he didn't go up. Klingerman in the wall going into turn 1. They were 5 wide back there. This could be interesting. In the mid-pack, they're making a lot of contact. Blaney got Hamlin sideways down the backstretch. And into turn 3, Hamlin with a pretty sizable lead. Ty Dillon with a run up top, Hamlin to block. Side by side for 2nd still. Ty Dillon riding the wall into turn 1. Here comes Logano. Pole sitter Logano to split it 3 wide. Here comes Blaney now to retake the lead. With help from all of the Penske cars are hooked up now and are working together on that inside, but Keselowski trying to make itself work on the inside. That isn't going to happen. All the Penske guys helped push Blaney clear. Blaney to lead lap number 12. Blaney, Hamlin, and Logano have been the only leaders, and Blaney and Hamlin are the only 2 people to lead laps this race. Logano had the lead at one point, but he lost it down the backstretch to his teammate Blaney. Down off to turn 3. Hamlin locked onto that 12 car. Off turn number 4. Blaney holds the lead. Hamlin pushed him clear down into turn 1, or turn 3, excuse me. Into turn 1. Here comes Hamlin, looking low on Blaney. riding that bumper down the backstretch. Ty Dillon files in line. Here's William Byron now. If Hamlin could just stay on that bumper and not have to lift, he could probably make a pass for that position, but just not enough head of steam to stay with that 12. Blaney looks pretty fast right now. Managed to make his way back through the pack in this race. That car is strong. But here comes Hamlin. To the inside, but it looks like Byron went back up to the top. And hung Hamlin out. Hamlin trying to fight back on the inside. Ty Dillon goes up high. Hamlin will have help from Bowyer. And here comes William Byron to challenge Ryan Blaney for the lead. William Byron to take the lead. Here they go down the backstretch. Here comes Ty Dillon. Byron trying to become the third driver to lead this race, or the fourth driver to lead this race, and the third driver to lead a lap this race. Blaney looked low, got a little loose mid-corner. Yanked the wheel a little too hard going into turn 3. Byron leads that lap, third driver to lead a lap this race, and he is way out by himself. Blaney and Keselowski might have a good shot to pass him for the lead here. Byron was way out all the way by himself. But Keselowski's going to keep pushing the 24 and stay behind him. He looks low, got loose, just like Blaney did. But Keselowski's actually pretty close to that 24 still. Four wide behind third for fourth place now. Off in turn 3. Here comes Bowyer to try to split it 3 wide. Couldn't quite do it. Into turn 3. Almirola's behind Bowyer, so teammates might be able to do what the Penske guys did to get to the lead and push each other clear. We're about to find out if they can. Off turn 4, Byron continuing to lead. Keselowski second. Bowyer to look for third, but I don't know if he can do it. Almirola didn't go with him. Yeah, Almirola didn't go with Bowyer. It looks like Bowyer is just going to be stuck on the inside. He tried to form that inside line, but it didn't work. And he is dropping like a rock in that 14 car. Almirola and Keselowski might have a shot to get by the 24 now that there is no competition. No, Almirola's going to go for a move himself on Keselowski. Side by side for the second position. This is exactly what Byron wants in his mirror. Or is it? Almirola has a bit of a run coming off turn 2. But it didn't stick. He doesn't have help. Off into 3. Into turn number 1 now. Almirola's continued to drop like a rock. Keselowski might finally have a chance to pass that 24, and he didn't even try it. He had the chance, but he didn't go for it. I guess Keselowski's trying to be patient. Is that the right decision at this point in the race, though? I guess it is, because Byron is going down to pit lane, along with Kurt Busch and Eric Almirola. Brad Keselowski to take the lead. Fourth different driver to lead a lap this race. 3 cars down pit road. And now Clint Boyer to take the lead away. Down the backstretch. Fuel strategy could be what decides this race. It decided it last season. And now Boyer, Blaney, Berryhill go down pit road. Logano, Harvick, Klingerman, DeBenedetto, Elliott, Jones, Busher, and Priest all down pit road. Hamlin also went down last lap. I didn't realize that. Down the backstretch for these leaders. Jeffrey Earnhardt in the lead now. That's an interesting sight to behold as they go down into 3 and 4. The rest of these guys appear to be pitting, except for the ones that already pit. This is the last group of cars that needed to pit, and they are down pit road. So eyes are going to be on Byron. It looks like he's in the lead. Well, it looks like Boyer might have a chance to stay ahead of that 24. If he can clear up. Byron runs high. Clint Boyer looks like he might be in the effective lead of this race. Will he block Byron? Yes, he will. Byron has a run on the high side, though. Off pit road comes that final group of cars. They were working together, and now Byron is side by side with Clint Boyer. Will that give Keselowski the lead? It looks like it might. And it will. Brad Keselowski to take the race lead. Clint Boyer and William Byron get around Jeffrey Earnhardt for second. Clint Boyer moves into second, with William Byron in third. Boyer looks high on Keselowski. Keselowski blocks back up top. Down the backstretch. And towards turn 3, Byron has a run on the inside. What will he do? Hamlin is a lap car right now. Something happened to that 11. Here comes Boyer to the inside. Trying to pass Keselowski for the lead. He managed to stay on the bumper that 2 in 3 and 4, and he's going to go to the lead. Clint Boyer to the lead in the Great Lakes 350 with 10 laps to go. Keselowski with the fuel strategy tried to maybe hold the lead by pitting later and working together with the others, but it didn't seem to work for him. Lap car is currently Denny Hamlin. Hamlin is the only car that it looks like he might have had to pit twice. Issues for Denny Hamlin. And now another battle for the lead. Here comes the 33 of Earnhardt. Jeffrey Earnhardt to the lead now. Denny Hamlin is a ways ahead of these guys and isn't really off the pace too much, so he shouldn't be a problem. But now Boyer fights back on the outside with help from Keselowski. Clint Boyer will hold the race lead. Earnhardt will not lead that lap. Excuse my terrible voice crack. 8 to go now. Into turn 3. Keselowski trying to make a move on Boyer. He looked low. Not enough space to do it. Into 3. Keselowski locked onto the bumper of the 14. Now, it seems that the issue that these guys are doing is they peak low, and that forces them to have to lift. If they peaked high instead, they would be able to stay on the bumper, like Bowyer did with Keselowski when he made his pass, and that might have won him the race by doing that. Hamlin is edging ever closer. Here comes Keselowski to the inside of Bowyer. Nobody went with him, though. They're all filed up, single file on the outside. And Jeffrey is right on the bumper of that 14. He managed to hold his ground, and he might have a chance to take the lead. But never mind. Oh, here comes Matt Tifft. 3 wide for the lead down the front stretch. 6 to go. Jeffrey Earnhardt to the point. These guys are catching lap car Hamlin. Earnhardt looks like he still might not be able to hold the lead. He will not grab the lead. Thanks to Bowyer getting the draft from Hamlin, Earnhardt will lose the lead. Here comes Almirola to try and fight with Bowyer. Daniel Suarez is in the mix now. Bowyer in the wall going into turn 1. And Hamlin will sit on the high side. That might have helped Bowyer and Suarez on the high side. Down the backstretch with 5 to go. Where will Bowyer go? He will sit behind the 11. Here comes Suarez. Suarez can't make a move. Had to lift. But Bowyer got loose in the middle of the corner. Here comes the rest of the pack. Suarez to lead this lap with 4 to go. Hamlin, a lap car, will not be fighting these guys for points. He just wants to stay on the lead lap at this point. Daniel Suarez to the lead. Here comes Jeffrey Earnhardt on the inside. Earnhardt, without help, will stall out on the low line. Side by side, teammates, Suarez and Bowyer, battling. Both of them had to lift because they're both in the dirty air of Hamlin. 3 to go this time. Here comes Tiff to make it 3 wide for second. Bowyer leads that lap. What started out as a bit of a boring race looks like it's going to end as an exciting one. Side by side. Down the backstretch. Suarez, thanks to Tift's 3 wide move, has no help. Loses that inside line. Gonna track up on the high side now. And this lap car is really in the way. That's the only reason this race is still interesting at this point. Keeps holding up the leaders, which is giving others to make a chance at a pass. Here comes Tanner Berryhill with 2 to go to decide this race here at Michigan. Suarez to help Berryhill instead of going with his teammate, but Berryhill goes back up top. But he has another run. Will the 97 have another shot? White flag at Michigan this time by. Kurt Busch makes it 3 wide for third. Tanner Berryhill with a run down the back, or the front, excuse me. But he gets the wall. Who is going to win it? The whole field is stacking up behind, and Bowyer's pulling away. But this could be Bowyer digging his own grave. He's trying to pass Hamlin. Off turn number 4, Bowyer and Hamlin side by side. Hamlin the lap car. Can Bowyer hold on to the line? Here comes Berryhill. It will not be enough. Clint Bowyer by half a car length will win the Great Lakes 350 in Michigan. Second will be Tanner Berryhill in the 97. Third will be Logano. Fourth, Blaney. And fifth, Keselowski. So all of the Penske guys are in the top 5 in this race. Good run for Penske Racing today. And let's have a look at the point standings after this race, as we wait for Hamlin to finish, and now it's done. Next race will be the Baskin-Robbins 400 at Phoenix. So standings after this race. Leading the standings will be Daytona 500 winner Joey Logano. In second will be Ty Dillon in the 13. And third will be Kevin Harvick, the highest of all the veterans that have run at least 3 seasons. And looking at our winner of today, who was Clint Bowyer, he was not doing very good in points. That was his first top 10 of the season. And that will be the end of that. So Clint Bowyer wins at Michigan, and Joey Logano will hold the points lead by 41 points over second place Ty Dillon. And that was a pretty good day for the Penske boys, even though they are not exactly doing very good in points, being Keselowski and Blaney, who are 13th and 14th respectively. 13th for Blaney and 14th for Keselowski. Bottom 3 in points. 26th will be Kyle Larson. 25th will be Denny Hamlin, and 24th, the highest of the bottom 3, will be William Byron, who will finish, who might have had a chance to win that race, but didn't even finish in the top 10. What a shame. So, catch you next time for the Baskin-Robbins 400 at Phoenix. We will see you then for 40 laps at the mile-long Phoenix International Raceway. Probably going to be a wild one there, and see you then.